Okay, dear participant, welcome back to this 32nd lecture on our ongoing workshop on industrial training program, specifically for Python of for AI and machine learning. Okay, so today the content and the topic which we are going to cover is related to the first is the yesterday's lecture, practical session for dashboard specifically. Okay, and the second is the descriptive static. Okay, also descriptive static we have discussed in the previous sessions, but here we will discuss one by one in more detail. Okay, so along with the in the coming session, some distributions just like normal, binomial, okay, exponential we are required to cover. Then we have the hypothesis test, etc. So this part is essential for statistical analysis. Okay, if someone need some statistical analysis, then this part is important. And for the machine learning, we have sufficient sessions we have covered. Okay, that was the specifically the base fundamental for both machine learning as well as statistical analysis. Okay, so for both we have covered all the sessions very clearly, and I hope you have lot of information now, and the same we can implement. But now, in the coming sessions, we are required only very less time. Okay, you are not worried about what is Python libraries. So all the libraries which we need, we have covered. Only the new things in the case of machine learning, we have some models are there. Okay, which we are required to implement. Only the first session is very important. Then after, you will be familiar what is the machine learning and how we can do all these things, how we can implement and the importance of the data set and the static importance and many more. Okay, so if I say about 80% which we need for machine learning, you have covered. Okay, and I think there will be no issue uh, to develop any machine learning model for you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. You can see here, this is my screen. Okay, so please let me know my screen is visible. Yes, screen is visible, and these are the content. So first I'm going to cover this file. Okay, so actually the thing is you have covered pandas, numpy, matplotlib, seaborn. Okay, matplotlib also we have discussed, but here one there is one more library important, that is Plotly. Okay, so Plotly will help you to create several type of the dashboard. So here in the very beginning part, I can skip. So first I need to make it full size. This is the toggle mode. Yeah, and yes. So you can see I have started the entire file so that in the minimum time I can covered. Yes. Just 1 minute. Okay. Yes. Ish Mohammed, do you want to ask something, because you are not audible? If you have any question, you can put in the chat box. Okay. So, dear participant, this is the file which we are going to cover first in the half of first session. Okay. So here the file which we are using for the data set, we have healthcare. Okay. So mainly I will use this file. in the coming upcoming all the sessions. Okay, so uh, for the project also you will do those all these things, the all the operations parallel to which I will complete here. Okay, so here you can see all these operations you have successfully performed. A statistical summary and missing value you can visualize in the uh, uh, graphically also. Okay, so in this graph you can see there is no any missing value. This part we have covered, so I will come to admission, medical, and average billing gender. Okay, so this type of the all the images like box plot, while plot, you are already familiar. This part also I can skip. First plot, insurance, yeah. So here from okay, this the main part. Okay, we are discussing now here dashboard. So can you please anyone let me know what is dashboard if you are familiar? Anyone please. If I ask what is dashboard?
It's like an empty, is it to display?
Yes, please.
Is this for displaying your charts and any other thing you want to put there? Mainly charts, I think. Can you hear me, sir? Hello, sir.
Okay, I don't know why I am not getting voice from your side.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yeah, I can.
Okay, that board is kind of a displaying area used to display your charts, your images as you see.
Hmm. Okay, thank you. So actually, when we have a very large data set and all the insights which are necessary to understand what is happening there, only the visualization part is important. There is no coding. Okay, so the coding will be in the backend, and on the desktop you have only the information about the data set which is using behind, and sometimes all type of the information just like you can see only this part which you can see. This is the dashboard. Okay, so there is a we can have the pie chart, that we have the bar graph, we can have box plot, we can have a histogram. Okay, so by only showing this images or the insights from the data set, okay, so we can create this type of the dashboard. Okay, this is the one example. So in the real time, um, when we deploy when we deploy any model for the user, okay, so user don't know about the python, they don't know about the any kind of the backend what is happening about the data set. Okay, they know only the part which they are observing, only this part. Okay, so this is the dashboard. Okay, so when we have any application, just like a mobile application or web application, so for that purpose we are required to visualize all the information, and sometimes we have the real time we need to show. Okay, so if you want to show in the real time, then there is plotly. Okay, so that also we will show you, but how you can create, the main thing is how you can create. So in the backend we have the coding part which is by using the python. Okay, which you can see directly here. Okay, so when you will deploy, so in the backend, so when we deploy any model, there will be two part always. One is backend, okay, which is not visible to the user, but the developer know about what is happening in the backend and how they develop. And the other part is front end. Okay, so all the things the user which can they observe, which they can see, or which they can get insight according to their input. So this is the dashboard. Okay, this is the dashboard. So here the part is very simple. We have only the images. We are using the same data set which we have from uh, patients. Okay, which we have which we are using the file. File is this one, healthcare underscore dataset. So this file we are using, and we can easily create the dashboard. So after that, the all the part which we will discuss will be about the dashboard layout, how you can manage. Okay, so there are only the four graphs are there, and this is the part you can see. First, you have to fix the size of the image. You will use grid space 2 by 2. This is the grid space. 2 by 2 means actually this is the matrix of the images. There are two rows and two columns. This is the first column, this is the second column, this is the first row, and in this way second row. Okay, so this you will can easily manage by using gs is equal to grid space. Okay, then after we can have subplot. Okay, so you can see 0 0. This is the first one. 0 0 means first one, because these are the numbers which you can see for gs. We are starting from python index. Okay, actually this is 1 1. Okay, but in the python the index is starting from 0. So this index is used for the first image. 0 1 means 0 0 means first image. And if we see like the element of the matrix, then it is first element, first row, first element, first row, first column. So the value actually is 1 1. Okay, then these statement which you can see are the same. Then you can see this image. For this we are using 0 1. Okay, so this is the sns hist plot. Okay, so we are getting here hist plot. And then you can see this is the box plot. And for the box plot you can see this is now second row and first column. Okay, so second row means 1 0. Here is 1 0 for this image. Okay, so sns dot box plot, the other things which we are using here are same. Similarly, we can create this image, we can add by using this index 1 1. Okay, 1 1 means this element, this image. Okay, so this is the way how you can create. And sometimes if you are required the numerical values on your dashboard. Okay, so actually the thing is, this is the part which you can say is backend of any application, whether you are developing mobile application or you are developing any web application. So this part which you can see here is the backend part. Okay, and the developer will use only this part, how the data is using, which type of the libraries are required. Then after that they will deploy by using all the codes which we have used in this file. Okay, so all the coding part is the backend, and the front end which you are which is required to visualize. Okay, so sometimes if you are required to visualize only the output value, just like you can see here, total patient, this is known as KPI dashboard. This is KPI dashboard. Okay, so these are the inputs, and according to this input we can have the outputs you can see. Okay, so numerical values along with the images if it is required, then by using these we can side by side visualize the numerical outputs also. Okay, so this is the part of the dashboard. Similarly, we can have a monthly analysis. Okay, only the inputs are different, and to visualize is you can see here. Now we can have the interactive plottery dashboard. Okay, so in this interactive plottery dashboard, and we are using here plottery dot express. The plottery is one specific library, okay, in based on Python. And if you are required some animated visualization, or sometimes if you are required to visualize real outputs, real time outputs, okay, for that is also this plottery very very important, very useful. Sometimes data is generating, and along with we have the real time visualization, just like you can see in the stock marketing. If you are interested in the stock market, so all the things which are happening there, where every second is important, okay, so all the informations which we can see on the dashboard of a stock market is real time data is generating, and real time outputs are there. Okay, so in the similar way, if you are required to develop such like a dashboard, we can use Plotly. And see here, this is the one example. If I will execute, okay, so here we have multiple graphs are there. Okay, so in the first we have the histogram, then we have the pie, scatter, box, tree map, and one more thing, the outputs will be more clear as compared to the other two libraries, just like PLT and Seaborn. Okay, so here you can see this is the first image, then you can see this is the second one. Okay, along with we have the legend on the right side where my cursor is moving. Okay, so here multiple graphs we visualize here, and this is the we have scatter plot, then you can see here the box plot, and then you can see this graph. Okay, so very nice and clear visualization we can develop by using Plotly. Secondly, if you are required to export the report, okay, just like summary or summary to CSV, you are required, we can just, you are required to execute these files and all the images, just like this image, count plot, and all these. When you will execute this shell, this shell will write the file CSV and in Excel the summary which will be created at this page. So this part also we have discussed in the previous session, and again we have repeated the same step. So this is the some assignment you can do yourself. Okay, so just like at least 8 visualization, 4K pay merit, one interactive plotly chart, export dashboard as PNG, and export CSV and Excel. Okay, this is the important part which we need to visualize in the real time. Animated graph, how we can do, quite easy. See, there is only a very small change here. Only this thing will be new. All the component, all the things which we you will see here are same as we discussed in the previous session. Only this part you are required to introduce here. Okay, hover name, medical condition, title, age versus billing, then X, age, Y variable, billing amount, color, gender, size, age. Okay, so color we are giving on the base of gender. So there are two type of gender, male and female are there. Okay, so this is the data set which we extract here. Okay, dt dot month name and fig show. This is used to visualize the data set. So when I will execute this one, see now. Okay, This is the graph. Now I can play from this side. So as soon as the time, this is the prom related to the time series. Okay, so according to time, what are the changes are there? Okay, again I can execute. So after that, all the images which we have created here are based on animated by using Plotly. You can do easily and very simple way. I'm using MATLAB and other softwares, and when we are trying to create animated graphs, okay. So when I try to start to use Python since last 5 years, and before that, computing I am doing since 2010. Okay, so this is my about 15, 16 years experience. Okay, but in the last 5 years since 2021, I am using Python also. I'm using Python, R, MATLAB, Mathematica, Maple, many softwares I use. But when we see the animated by using Python, very simple language, and anyone without having any programming can develop. Okay, so in MATLAB we are required very long programming, but here only you are required to put only one statement, and by using same you can convert your data set into animated. See one more example I have tried to use here. This is the bar chart. Okay, and see. Okay, only one thing is here, and by using the Plotly, the graphs which you will observe very clear, very attractive. See, if I will execute this statement, yeah. Okay, so this is the bar graph, right? And px dot bar, this is the function which we have put. The other things are same. Okay, just to see. Okay, similarly we can have one more example here, animated histogram. So this is the example of histogram and very small programming. Okay, this statement will be always there in every image. Only this part you are required to introduce. And also you can do box plot. This is the box plot. Okay, I have the output already because I have executed all the part. And one more thing, when you will put your cursor on the image, see. So all the parameters which are involved in box plot are there. You can easily read them. You can easily understand. But this thing is not possible by using Seaborn or Matplotlib. Okay, but here you can check. As soon as you will put your cursor on the image, you can have minimum value, you can have the maximum value, you can have first quartile, second quartile, third quartile. Okay, median is equal to second quartile. And when you will execute, so this box plot will be according to month wise. See the change. Okay, once again, yes. And very only you are required to put only one statement, and by using this statement and see the programming in the Python is very simple and very less. You are not required to write very long programming. Okay, sorry, what? Okay, so this is the box plot, and you can see the violin plot. Okay, and this is the density hist plot, heat map. Okay, heat map we have studied. Here we are taking two variable x and y. Okay, so you can see. And I think you are familiar about the heat map. What is the meaning of heat map? Why we use heat map? Anyone can please? Why we use heat map? Anyone? Anyone please?
Hello, is this cyber security tool? Hello, sir, this is cyber security tool. What you're talking, Hitman?
Heat map, I think. Can you hear me, sir?
सर वॉइस नॉट चेक हेलो सर वॉइस नहीं आ रही है
My mic muted. Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Uh, yes, you can see in the previous many examples we discuss the use of a heat map for specifically correlation. Yeah, heat map can be used to compare a lot at once. Yes, you are right. So the same we can do when we have the comparison between two variable. Okay, and if the same thing we want to visualize graphically, correlation matrix. So with the help of heat map, we can do easily. Okay, here we have the also some type of association between the age and amount, billing amount. But here we have the count only. Okay, so according to the age, how many counts are there? Just like you can see. So these are the count only. Okay, instantly how we can assess, how we can see. Okay, so with the heat map also we can do. Uh, then we can have the animated race bar. Okay, see here is the bar chart. Okay, so here you can see this is the grouped by we have taken here admission month and medical condition. Okay, then patient name is patient, and here reset the index. So index has been set according to the patient. You can see in the image at the patient on this line. Okay, we can manipulate according to our choice which you want to uh, present as a data set. So you are required two variables. Okay, in group. So here X is a patient and Y is a medical condition, and color we are using according to the medical condition. Then or orientation H, horizontal. H is used here for horizontal. Okay, and animation frame, animation month. Okay, so range we are taking 0 to monthly and patient dot max plus 20. Okay, so this is the range which we have put here. So maximum range we have is 800 from this diagram, if you will observe. So when I will execute, yes. So now, okay. So all the things which you want to present and you can apply all these examples in real-time data set when data set is increasing every moment, every second. Okay, but how you can do? So these things are in the back end of your data set. Okay, so at the end also I will try to present some model where real data is there. Okay, so but the coding part, how we are using the Plotly and animation was very important for our this part, so that the main library which is Plotly. So whether you want to animate or not, so if you will compare the quality and with the other libraries, just like Matplotlib and Seaborn, so here by using we can have multiple colors, as well as we can present all the images in multiple way. Okay, so this is all about yesterday's content. Okay, so this file is complete and I will share with you just after the today's session. If you have any question, please you can ask from me. Yes, anyone. If do you have any question? Okay. So actually, 80% of the content which we deliver in this file is same as we do in the previous session. Only the thing, the animated or dashboard, that was important, and how the dashboard when you will develop by using some application. What are is the role as a data scientist, as you are, or as you are trying to work on it. Okay. So all these will help you in the coming sessions in the near future also, and you have covered all the three libraries, which was very, very essential. Okay, so this library Plotly also you can use for data visualization, and very small changes are there. Okay, so basically the core part of the Python, which is essential for all type of the statistical analysis as well as machine learning models, we have covered. Now the other part of the today's session is statistical analysis. Okay, so some partial part we have covered in the previous sessions, but only the thing is when we do some statistical analysis, data cleaning part or missing values we which we have covered in the previous session, data engineering, all these are essential part, because without preparing the data set and cleaning, we are not able to apply any statistical technique as well as any machine learning model. Okay, so till now, till date, which we have covered is very, very essential part for both statistical analysis as well as for machine learning. Okay, so now all these things will repeat in the coming sessions, and I will not focus more on these things because you have covered. Now the second part is descriptive static. Okay, here is also uh, a very small part was introduced for this lecture. because we are covering all the content according to which we have distributed in the entire 45 lectures. Okay, so this is the 30-second lecture, descriptive static, and in this part we have only mean, median, mode, variance, and standard deviation. Okay, so all these are very familiar term, and all of you are uh, know all these term, and we have covered for descriptive static. But here in this library, what we are doing, uh, see here, these two libraries we highly use. Import NumPy as NP, import pandas as PD, and the static operations which we use from NumPy mainly. Okay, here is also you can see uh, one specific library that is SciPy. When we have complex statistical formulas are required. So here you can see from SciPy import stats. Okay, and there is also one more important library which contain only all type of the statistical methods. Okay, so actually in Python, all the libraries, there are uh, thousands of the libraries are there, and each library is created for some specific task, so that user when try to use them, uh, computing use only very less space, and from the system. Okay, so easily when we import these libraries, and only these will take space to run compute, executing RAM space. Okay, so if we have RAM just like 2 GB or 4 GB, that also will frequently return the outputs. Okay, so in the today's we have RAM in our system 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB. If you have anyone have 2 GB only, then also these libraries will frequently result or give the outputs, because of only the libraries which you will import, they will work. The other things will in the silent mode, they will not be inactive. So active will be only those libraries which we have import at a place. Okay, so these last two libraries which you can see are highly useful for statistical analysis only. Okay, so here you can see first I required to execute the entire kernel. I have restarted the kernel. So within a few seconds, all the shell will be executed.
The screen is not visible.
Okay. So now you can see these are the very simple examples, and we have covered in the previous slide. We have the very small data set here, and if you want to use, you want to get main, np.main. This is used by NumPy. Okay, then we can have the median. Just you are required to use the functions as we do in the previous sessions. Median, np.median. Okay, this is the mode. For mode, we have to use states.mode. This is the library from which this one, which we have imported here, states. Okay, so some functions are not available in
Excuse me,
Sir,
NumPy.
sir.
sir, display
Yes,
not
ma'am.
available.
Yes,
Display
ma'am.
not
Rachna,
available.
ma'am, you are audible.
Screen is not visible.
No,
Okay,
your
just
screen is not visible for me.
okay, okay, just 1 minute, just 1 minute.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
No, again.
No, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you. So yes, once again I repeat here. So these libraries we have used in the previous
Sir,
sessions.
not visible is your screen.
Still now I can't see anything.
Entire window. Okay.
Now it is visible. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So only we are required 10 to 15 minutes for this file, okay? Because many things we have covered in the previous session. So these are the libraries which you can see, and these two libraries, one is SciPy, okay? So contain all type of the statistical functions. From SciPy we are using stats, and there is one more library which is statistics, okay? We import as st. So abbreviations we are highly useful just by taking when we will import the libraries, only abbreviations are required. Okay, so here are the examples. So by using NumPy, we have already applied all type of the functions which are in NumPy. Okay, all type of statistical functions which you can see, just mean, median, mode, descriptive static. Okay, we have covered, but here some of the examples we introduce again. Okay, for mean, median, and for the mode, you can see here we are using stats.mode data. Okay, and keep dimensions fast. Okay, if you are not using, no problem, you can directly have the outputs. So this will give the output. Okay, so how you can introduce or how you can use the library, mainly states which we have introduced here. So mode function not exist in NumPy. We can use for mode this states.mode. Okay, so there are some very useful functions which are not exist there, but in the case of by using the statistics, we have all type of the functions and we can easily use them directly. Okay, so these are the examples just by using NumPy. You can see for the variance, okay, variance in the population np.var marks, and here we are using np.var marks and dd of 1 is equal to 1. Okay, so when you will execute, okay, so here by default we have 231.0, but when you will do here, the data is sample variance, and here is the population variance. Okay, so different variables are there. Okay, so here is the standard deviation by using the same library NumPy we have covered. Okay, this is the use of statistics modules. Okay, here in the same way we can use st. st is used for this library, statistics. Okay, st, this is the abbreviation. Okay, so by using this library also you can compute all these values, no difference. Here you can see st dot mean, st dot median, st dot mode, st dot standard deviation. Okay, so here for the std, simple std we are using for NumPy, but here we are using std ev. Okay, so this is the way how you can use this library. Okay, so small changes are there when you will use the different libraries. You are required to check the we are required to check the syntax. Okay, so if there is change, small changes will be there in library. It's just like you can see here std, we are using here std ev. Okay, and in the case of NumPy we are using only std. Okay, so pandas describe is also there. We have applied this function, no new thing here. And here are the examples. Try, why we use this function try, accept, acceptance is e. What are the purpose of to use this one? We have special one lecture on these applications. Anyone please? So actually we use when we want to check if there is any error. If there is error, then what type of the error is there? Okay. Otherwise, we can directly, if you are not using try and this part, our model will work. Okay. But sometimes when we are writing a code, we can have some type of the error while writing the code. So this will help you to detect error. Okay. So you can try, but when you will execute the shell, yes, you can see all the things are running very smoothly. So we have read the file, then display SD, describe, then we have the grouped main, and we have the grouped by main of billing amount according to the from the medical condition. Okay, if there is error, then data set not found if there is any error. Okay, so you can see this is the all about the today's session. Okay, so here mainly the introduction of two libraries has been started. Okay, so if there is any question, please you can ask.
Hello, Professor. Hello.
Okay,
Yes, it is audible.
yeah, audible.
Okay, well, how can we fix, as you see from standard deviation, the sum standard is 16.02 something something etc. Yes, there are a number of digits after decimal. How can I fix, for example, to put in the form of 3 or 4 numbers after decimal? Understand my question?
I don't get your question exactly.
Since the standard deviation, yes?
Actually, I can listen, but there is just like echo in your voice.
Okay. The sample
Yeah.
standard deviation is 16.02, 08, 18, 78, 75, 97, 22, just like that.
Okay.
So how can I minimize by approximating, only 0.2?
This one and this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Actually,
want
these
to
are
have 3 decimal or 4 decimal.
okay for 3 decimal or okay. Just a
Where I
minute.
fix that one.
You can fix it. You can fix it. If
Where?
you yes, you can fix the these values. Okay. Just 1 minute. You are meaning to say just like here we have only one decimal place value. Okay.
Just like this.
DD of 1, and this is because of this value. Okay, and if DD of is equal to 1. So you have to if you will use DD of equal to 1, then we have up to these decimal places value. I think these are 11, 12 values are there. Okay.
Yes.
And if you are not using, just like when we will remove, then we have only one decimal place value. But if you want to customize, Okay, so we can also do by using the code. Just 1 minute. Value in the output. We can have the function round up to 2. Okay, this bracket. Five to. Okay, this value must be here. You got it?
Nice. Okay.
You got it? So you can use
Yes.
here round function. Okay, by using you can customize this value.
Enough.
Okay. Any more questions?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. So also there is one more function, just like f string function we have used in the previous sessions. Okay. So that also can be used here by using f function. Okay. You will check the previous files where we are using the float function, just like dot for f. So this will be up to 4 float values. You can use it dot to f. 2 float values will be there. So with the help of a round function also you can do, and there are the other several ways to customize these values. Okay. Any more question? Okay, so dear participant, this is all about the today's session, and both the file I will share with you on your WhatsApp number. The dataset will remain same. I am not using new dataset for this practice. Okay, so only the thing is you will cover the entire previous session along with this one. Okay, so day by day we are very close to work on machine learning models. So first we are covering some statistical methods by using the Python. Okay, so there are some few libraries for Python. Then after we have the several modules are there to work on machine learning models. So this is all about the today's session, and now we can, if you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we can close the session. Tomorrow we will resume the meeting at the same time at 7:30 sharply. Okay, so please join, and after that a new session is going to start at 9 p.m. So that's why I have to close the session before at least 15 minutes before. Okay, so thank you very much and good night. Tomorrow we will resume the same time, and you can find the content in the WhatsApp group. Thank you and good night.
Thank you very much for your nice presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.